Startup is not a cup of tea.
Almost every Indian founder has a story.
Anyone told you about get a job rather building a startup on real estate?
Do you want to do the startup to just make a money or you want to actually solve a problem?
You wanted to make it another Zomato India or Google Maps of India.
We are basically turning a dinosaur into a Tesla.
AI in real estate. From where did this seed idea came for you to start?
Try to find out the problem in the boring sector. But I think India already has enough job seekers.
So what kind of recognition does algorithmic holding right now?
Firstly, I would advise that don't blindly follow the hype. What
Yeah.
we lack are is builders who solve problems.
Finally, one suggestion that you would like to give the people, the students or the professionals who wanted to build a startup. Yeah, thank you so much, Aryan, for coming up for the podcast and accepting the request, by the way, and joining us today. Thank you so much, man.
It is such a wonderful to be in your podcast since you've been covering the startups who are, building something for the Bharat next, right? It's great to be a part of this. Actually, I want to thank you to that you are doing such a wonderful job.
Thank you so much, Aryan, for it. And before we are jumping into the organization that you are actually building, we just wanted to know about yourself. Can you please give your a little introduction to our viewers?
Yeah, I'm Aryan. I'm doing my software engineering and I'm the founder and CEO of Algoric. Algoric PropTech company, different from what you are seeing right now, 99 acres and Magic Brick. We are different from that. That was a brief about me.
Thank you so much, Aryan, for sharing your introduction. And in the era of AI, everyone are trying to build AI-related stuff. Either it is
Yeah.
related to fintech or crypto or building AI agents or automation. But you have chosen a completely different path altogether. AI in real estate. I didn't hear like there will be AI in real estate as well, but you have chosen it. And from where did this seed idea came for you to start algorithmic AI in real estate?
Okay, see, that's the exact problem. Like, real estate is seen as a boring, but boring is where you see $1 billion problem hiding. Okay, AI, crypto, proptech, they are a great space, but they are overcrowded at this point.
Mhm.
Every other startup in college is about AI, crypto, or else fintech. Real
Mhm.
estate, on the other hand, it's India's biggest market, like a 300 billion market. Can you imagine it?
Oh,
Yet still,
yeah.
it runs on paper, middlemen, and blind trust.
Mhm.
People literally lose their lifetime savings because of lack of transparency. And actually, this has happened.
Mhm.
A lot of cases you would find where people are going to sell out their flat, but they don't have a system. So what they do is they go to a broker, and eventually the broker sometimes does this fraud thing, and it lands up in a wrong hand. So when I look
Mhm.
at it, I see boring, I see broken, and if you fix something boring
Mhm.
at the scale, you don't just make money. You create trust. You basically change life. That's more exciting
Yeah.
to me than building, yet another chatbot. So I
Yeah.
feel, yeah, and like it wasn't a eureka moment. It was a pain when I moved to, like, basically my friend moved to Delhi for studies. Like, there was a problem for him
Mhm.
to find a PG or a flat. Okay, it
Oh,
was a nightmare for him.
yeah.
So brokers charge something 1 or 2 months rent, and when he used to go to all these prop tech platforms, 99 acres
Mhm.
and all, so there were like fake listings and hidden clauses, and of course you can name it what those hidden clauses could be. And
Yeah.
if this much chaos existed just for a PG or a flat, I wondered what happened
Mhm.
when someone buys their first. So
Mhm.
this is when it like hit me, and this wasn't just a problem; it's a national pain point. So that seed grew into Algoric and a platform that makes property transaction transparent,
Mhm.
verifiable, and actually trusted.
What exactly you doing differently compared to this 100-year market?
So honestly speaking, we are basically turning a dinosaur into a Tesla. Okay. So it's like we are attacking three core problems. First is
Mhm.
verification. Fake documents, fraud are rampant. So we are
Mhm.
introducing a QR-based property verification, where every
Oh.
property detail can be installed and validated. So,
Mhm.
then second thing we are targeting on is transparency with AI powered
Mhm.
insight. We analyze
Okay.
the area trends, pricing, future projection,
Mhm.
so that buyers
Mhm.
actually know what they are really stepping into. And
Yeah.
this is not something data coming from any government agency or coming from a third party. This is the data
Mhm.
collected by our team on the ground, working on the
Oh.
ground. Right now,
Mhm.
we have collected each and every area of Delhi and Delhi NCR. Soon we are planning to
Oh.
move in Canada. We are planning to move in Mumbai and the tier one and tier two cities. So
Oh.
that's about
Okay.
transparency. Third, we are targeting on is accessibility. Through
Mhm.
fractional ownership, we are turning real estate into something every middle class investor can just like buying a stock.
Okay.
Just imagine you
Mhm.
are getting a piece of land at just 10,000 rupees. So,
Mhm.
and to be honest, the real estate investment is way more secure than what your stock market investment is. You don't see the depreciation, firstly.
Mhm.
Second thing is nowadays real estate rentals are also high and the sale value is also high. So you'll get a very good return if you hold it for just a 1 year without any losses. It's not like a stock which would give you a heart attack at the end of it. So that's we are targeting on.
Mhm. Anyone told you about get a job rather building a startup on real estate?
Okay, almost every Indian founder has a story. Okay,
Yeah.
relative, family, friends, sometimes even parents also, advise get a safer job, stop wasting time. But I think India already has enough job seekers. What we
Yeah.
lack are is builders who solve problems. So yes, I heard
Mhm.
that advice, but instead of obeying it, I let it fuel me. Every Naukri Karlo reminds me why I had to build something that matters. So yeah.
Or every person who are trying to build something for their own and for the society, this question will definitely go. This startup is not meant for you. Everyone is like there is one term actually going wild in the market, or every relative family members will say that startup is not a cup of tea. It's people who already been into business. It is their business. We are not meant for it. But yeah, if we heard something like that, it always fuels us to make their words wrong. And you are already making it. And building a startup is a dream for so many people. And you are already pursuing the dream and making it happen as well. And what kind of steps that you have followed initially to get this seed idea? As you said, the seed idea got through the real time experiences, but it's not like getting the idea, but it is also like doing the research and developing on the research as well. How exactly the research came into? What kind of research you actually did?
Basically, it's been 2 years since almost 2 years since we are working in
Mm-hmm.
Algoric. The whole team is working in Algoric. I would love
Mm-hmm.
to thanks Rishika, our ex CFO. So she was the one who promoted the R&D, and the R&D started of us working on ground as a broker. We tried to
Oh.
understand how this ecosystem works, how this
Mm-hmm.
ecosystem started actually. So
Mm-hmm.
what we actually did is we went location to location. We worked as a broker. We rented out flats. We did revenue. And we actually noted down what exactly are the loopholes and what are the problems in that and how we can solve that through algorithms. So after doing all that and while we were like founders, being the founders, we were doing this. The core team was doing this on the ground, and while the rest
Yeah.
of the team they were working in the data collection thing, which I told you about the area
Mhm.
analyzer. We're collecting
Yeah.
the data area wise. So these two things were going simultaneously before we stepped in building the website and building the tech. So
Mm.
this is how actually Algoric started from a very root level with a very deep R&D. Till today date, Algoric is doing the R&D. We are doing R&D in not just Delhi NCR but also in Canada market. We are doing in tier one cities like Mumbai, Pune,
Mhm.
Kolkata, Bangalore. So soon you will find Algoric there also conquering the market. So yeah.
Great to hear that. So, how much investment you made till now in algoric.in?
I would say, okay. First of all, we bootstrap at first, literally no
Mm-hmm.
external money, just
Mm-hmm.
grit. And now we are something raising 2 CR at a
Mm-hmm.
20 CR valuation to scale faster. So far,
Okay.
we onboarded something 8,000 brokers and 1,200 clients.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh.
honestly speaking, all this started from a very small room, a table and a chair where I'm sitting right now. And
Mm.
if you ask me about the total investment, this is a tech startup, and we don't invest in tech.
Yeah.
We make the tech ourselves. So yeah, we made the algorithm ourselves, and 100% we are bootstrapped till date.
That's really great to know that you have bootstrapped everything from the scratch without investing. That's really great to know. And the term that you have used, we are techies and we build what we want. Related to tech, we
Exactly.
don't invest in tech. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's really great to know that. Well, it's very important rather spending a lot of money on bringing the technique tech related stuff and investing more money. So, what kind of recognition does Algoric holding right now as an organization?
So honestly speaking, we are proud to be like DPIIT recognized. We are
Mhm.
RERA compliant and already
Mhm.
seen as a innovator in the PropTech space. But honestly speaking, the biggest recognition is the trust. Every time a customer says, "I don't know property
Hmm.
buying could be this easy," that's worth more than any award. So I feel our most recognition is the Indian ecosystem.
Hmm. Yeah,
And the
agreed.
biggest challenge is also the Indian ecosystem. It's not the other PropTech platform. I would say, yeah, we are very much validated 1,200 clients that verifies algorithmic.
Yeah, that stacks makes more noise than other recognition. How exactly is this new GST bill helping the people to buy a new property? How it's gonna help them actually?
Okay, so I feel this GST thing is one of the biggest thing that happened this year. A very big news, a very
Hmm.
big relief
Hmm.
to all of us, and I feel we'll have a very good boom in the real estate space. As we can see, the
Hmm.
boom is already happening. If you go to Delhi NCR region, firstly you won't find a good land so
Yeah.
easily, and if you find it, it would be overpriced, and overpriced because
Hmm.
the thing is it is not yet regulated whole thing. So yeah,
Hmm.
now due to this GST reform, it would be regulated. So I feel you'll see a good boost in the real estate space.
Yeah.
And yeah, it would be good. It would be good for the society. I say.
Yeah, Olgaric, you wanted to make it another Zomato India or Google Maps of India. What do
Yeah.
you wanted to make Olgaric as? A roadmap for
Okay.
the people who wanted to buy or a roadmap for the people who wanted to book like a food item?
Okay, neither those are comparisons. We are actually building the UPI of real estate. Just like the UPI transformed the payment by making
Yeah.
them universal and trustworthy. Today, you see
Hmm.
India is the largest user of UPI, of online
Yeah.
banking. Algoric is creating that foundational layer for property where ownership, verification, and access becomes digital,
Hmm.
easy, and universal. Every other real estate app can be built, okay, on
Hmm.
top of this, but you need Algoric. Algoric is the basic need now. And why I'm saying it is the need because now the generation we see, as recently you have seen the news of Nepal also, the Gen Z protest. So
Hmm.
we see a Gen Z
Yeah.
crowd. And for the Gen Z, it's algorithmic. You go to our website, you see, you will find a very simple UI, UX. You will find it interesting. You won't find it boring at all. We are there to make it interesting for you.
Yeah. And if someone like I'm a person, I have a zero knowledge on like properties and all, and the PropTech, I don't know anything. And if I need to get it, like I wanted to start a startup like you as an algorithm, what kind of steps I need to follow? Because I wanted to be a competitor for you because there is no competitor for algorithm as of now. I wanted to become a competitor and what kind of steps actually I need to follow to know about the market. Actually, it's not like I'm not going to start another prop tech. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you can start a prop tech also. I won't mind that. We are there to, take you down soon.
Yeah, love that.
Firstly, I would advise that don't blindly follow the hype. By the
Mhm.
time you launch your 100 AI chatbot, someone like
Mm.
OpenAI would make it irrelevant. So instead it would be better if you look for boring problems. Like
Mm.
recently I came up with few ideas. I would love to share it through you, so that people who are your viewers, they can also have some ideas what they can
Mm.
actually start into. So one is a garbage management, is a good sector.
Mhm.
Logistics,
Yeah.
healthcare. These are like a $1 trillion industries, but they're still waiting to be fixed. Boring is
Mm.
sexy because boring is where the real money real money is, and the impact is. So
Yeah.
like I'll give a very basic thing. Okay. Today we see EV boom, the adoption of electric vehicles in India.
Yeah.
But what are the challenges of the electric vehicles? First challenge, it is the range anxiety. Second,
Mm.
is the time to do the charging. Okay.
Mm.
I want to give your viewers the idea to think about something which can solve these two problems. If you solve these two problems, you capture the market. This is the
Mm.
major problem which EV sector is facing. So you just need to look out the sector. You just need to pin down the points and just solve that. That's all. Today you see the
Oh.
logistics sector. Logistics sector, they are facing the biggest problem, that is the storage management and the
Mhm.
management and the whole cycle of delivering and the supply chain basically.
Mm.
If you solve these things, bas, you are capturing the market. So try to find out the problem in the boring sector. You will find tons of
Yeah.
problems. But in the AI sector right now, it's a very competitive market. If you would
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
entered in the AI sector 10 years back, for sure you would had been $1 billion company at this point. But today, if you enter in this, so it would take you a lot of time, and before that, Chat GPT would kill you guys. So now Chat GPT is, and I can't
Yeah,
help it.
the way that it is killing small startups, because every update
Exactly.
that is actually Chat GPT, Gemini, whatever the AI LLM models out there in the market, every upgrade they're actually bringing to their model is killing hundreds of startups. People are built years back because the
Exactly.
image generation models, there are n number of image generation models in the market before a Nano Banana came.
Hmm.
Before the Ghibli art came, there are n number of image generation model apart from the chat GPT models. But now after they big players may like added that into their model, all the $1 trillion companies overnight they got bankrupted. And as you said, this AI field is bombarded with so many brilliant minds. And if someone who are very new to AI and trying to get into AI, they need to think twice to get into this field because nowadays startup become a fancy word and everyone is saying like I am wanted to build a startup, I wanted to start a business, what startup, AI, they are into this kind of dilemma, like they really need to know
Actually,
this for sure.
Actually, the thing is, before starting anything, a founder needs to work on his fundamentals. And the
Mm.
fundament should be, do you want to do the startup to just make a money, or you want to actually solve a problem? If you are solving a
Mm.
problem, you are a sustainable startup. If you are here to make
Yeah.
the money, money to everyone can make. You'll get the VC fund, you'll get N numbers of funds, and you can make your money, you
Mm.
can draw your salaries. That's enough to survive.
Mm.
But
Mm.
if you want to solve the actual pain, the actual problem, you are building something which would build the nation. So the goal should be solving the problem, not just doing a startup, getting into that trend. It shouldn't be the, I guess, whole thing for the coming generation and your viewers.
Yeah, like it will be a great suggestion for them as well to think of before they are actually starting. And the fundamentals part that you told, it is very, very, very important for everyone because fundamentals makes a lot of difference. Because for small things we can't rely on the third person or third party applications to build our own application, our own startup. So in other countries, what happening is the government is actually supporting them a lot in terms of funding, in terms of providing the resources, in terms of other factors that are required for a startup to build. But when it comes to India, India is also giving so many resources and so many other things to build a startup, but people are not knowing them. So is really India is providing the resources, investments, and other factors that are required for a startup to build, or it like is it providing or it is not providing, or people are not knowing that it India is actually providing the resources for the people, but people are not knowing them, not knowing the value of the resources, and people are not having those things or idea about India actually providing to them.
So honestly, India is like a parent who says, "Beta, don't climb the tree; you'll fall the tree." But when you climb the tree and succeed, they clap the loudest. So
Yeah.
the regulations are heavy, funding is cautious, infrastructure is slow. Startup don't thrive because of the system; they thrive despite it. So, but that's what makes Indian founders world class. I feel if you can
Yeah.
build here, you can build it anywhere. Like honestly
Mhm.
speaking, my experience with the Indian ecosystem, it's been good. I got the recognition from the DPIIT, from Startup India. I got recognition from D2IF, and it's good building here. But the main thing which I have seen is at some points the founders they lack of funds. Okay, now if you
Mhm.
go to a VC, if you go to an investor, they'll give you the funds, but their criteria is they want you profitable. If you are profitable, why would you go to a VC? It's a very simple thing. If you have the food, then why would you ask for food, right? So I
Mhm.
feel India should work on this funding thing. Okay, there are funding thing. Many startups are being closed. India
Mhm.
should actually, like actually be like how the Silicon Valley is. The investors of Silicon Valley, they invest in the founder. They don't invest in the idea. They don't invest in the company. They invest in the founder. If the founder is right, if the founder is good, they would invest in you. And that is the
Okay.
reason you get good product out of Silicon Valley, be that Google, be that Facebook, be that Apple. We need to build our ecosystem like that only, so that founders are getting the funds easily. They are getting the spaces, the office spaces. They're
Mhm.
getting a right team.
Yeah.
We don't have the lack of mindset. All we have is the lack of funds. And
Mhm.
I nowadays see Momos or these food startups are getting, millions of Series A funding or, Series B
Yeah.
funding. Recently, I got a news of Wow China raising a Series D fund or something. It was, I don't
Yeah.
remember the numbers actually. They raised a huge
Mhm.
lump sum amount. Are we like, I just have a question. Do we actually want to build India, position India as a next tech country, as a next Silicon Valley? Or about it, we need to see our fundamentals, what we actually want to
Mhm.
take India as. So it's at the end, it's in the hand of a VC, it's at the hand of the government of India, how they want to lead India as. We are here to build for India.
Finally, one suggestion that you would like to give the people, the students or the professionals who wanted to build a startup. Do you suggest them to go with the trend and build something related to AI, or go with the boring problems that actually make a lot of money, as you said?
Honestly speaking, they shouldn't blindly go with the trend. Going with the trend is fine, but blindly going with the trend won't make you money. Firstly,
Hmm.
अगर आपको
Yeah.
पैसे बनाना है, अगर आपको कुछ impactful बनाना है, you should solve a problem. The basic thing is solve the problem. You will gain trust. Trust is something which is
Hmm.
valuable more than money in this market.
Yeah.
So gain the trust, you will gain the traction. It. So that would be a piece of advice I would love to give your audience.
Thank you so much, Aryan, for sharing your knowledge about the organic and prop tech and the advices to the students or the professionals who wanted to get into startup field. It's nice talking to you, and thank you so much for your time.
Same here, same here. It was a good experience. It was my first podcast also. A bit nervous out here.
Yeah.
But talking with you, it felt like a brother, big brother talking to me and, trying to know what actually I'm building in. Wish you all the best for your, future ventures, for the future podcast, and would love
Mhm.
to see you back and catch you soon in Vizag.
Yeah,
Uh,
so definitely, definitely for sure. Thank you so
yeah.
much, man. Thank you so much for that.